Moments ago, we got it. Apple above 467.77, making it a $2 trillion market cap. Guys, it's kind of, it's a momentous moment. You got Tim Cook, 9 years as CEO, officially now a billionaire himself, guiding a company with market cap larger.
Wow, wow, wow. $2 trillion company, despite the pandemic, was a major wow. Squeezing every cent of the dollars is really nothing new from Apple, or even maybe a trademark from Apple. Has Apple been a company that listens to its consumers? I don't think so. But like Henry Ford montage saying, if you ask people what they want, they'll be asking for horses, more powerful horses. They have given us a revolutionary product like iPod, the iPhone, to really a company that has been quietly adapting some of the amazing features. While this may be true behind Apple's success to be secretive, to say no when the rest of the industry is following. And we all know Apple isn't perfect. It's really keen of keeping some of the annoying features, just like the butterfly keyboard on MacBook or the notch on the iPhone. But there's things that Apple haven't given the consumer for years or downright refuse it. And in today's video, we're gonna find out what Apple has been reluctant to give to consumers after all these years. First off, why are we still missing Type-C on the iPhone? Alright, well, Type-C isn't really that great when it comes off the shelf a couple years ago, but it has since came a long way. On the other hand, Lightning is still where it is. Back when Apple introduced it back in 2012, when they say goodbye to the bulky 3-pin connector, it was great, it was revolutionary, and you can use it both sides. Yeah. But it has since plateaued. There's no major improvement on Lightning connector after all these years. And Apple didn't even bother to release the specification of Lightning because it's proprietary. They feel like, there's no industry pressure to improve or release any sort of information to the public. While USB-C to Lightning might be 3.0, the adoption of USB-C will enable USB 4 on some more powerful device that utilizes the Thunderbolt 4 protocol, while USB-A to Lightning is only 2.0. 2.0 in 2020. As you might think, it is nothing. The transfer speed of 2.0 is nothing to me. I don't transfer that huge amount of files. But there's also one thing that you should keep in mind, which is it's not really capable of fast charging unless you have the USB-C to Lightning connector. And great, Apple still didn't give you Type-C for whatever reasons. There's too much money to make. Only the iPhone, Airpods, and low-end iPad was stuck with the Lightning connector, and that's it. And you're paying $1,000 for your iPhone, and you're okay with the slow speeds. And why? The licensing fee that Apple could potentially collect in the billions. Even the iPad or even MacBook were using Type-C. Maybe being something universal is not something Apple would care about. Next off, we got a Powerbrick. When Apple included the Powerbrick on the box of the iPhone 11 Pro, there was hoo-ha going on, only to be taken away after a year, citing environmental concerns. Really, Apple? Yeah, when you're giving away the worthless 5-watt brick. Okay. Look at what Vivo or Oppo or Samsung were giving. Have you ever seen any other brands giving a 5-watt brick? And do you seriously think that you would have thrown 18-watt or even a 20-watt brick? I seriously doubt so. For the environment, and not for purely selfish reason for charging the same price for less, I double dare you, Apple, to charge less for that. But it didn't happen. So now those who have this 18-watt power brick is those who have iPhone 11 Pro, and that's it. I kind of feel like Apple could have included the charger for another year. As if those who get iPhone 12 wouldn't get those fast charging power brick with only USB-C to Lightning included on the box. And speaking about the environment, isn't the power brick itself came with the packaging?
With iPhone 7 and 7 Plus, we're moving to connecting them over Lightning. I'm going to give you 3 of them, but it really comes down to one word: courage. The courage to move on, do something new that betters all of us.
Courage. There's tons of reasons to remove the Headphone Jack, but courage isn't one of that. Wireless earbuds might be the future, yeah, right, it is everywhere. But why was the quality still terrible after all these years as compared to the wired earphone? And a lot of manufacturers want you to believe that there isn't just enough space on your phone. Not just Apple, but of course Apple is the one who started it. If you really think so, go and watch this video by Scully from Strange Things, where he did manage to add the headphone jack on the iPhone 7. It looks like your internal real estate wasn't any issue at all. Now with the iPhone 12, you don't get anything at all. Even the AirPods wasn't included. The replacement for it comes with a price. But that is the problem. The quality of AirPods Pro is just fine. Now you got an iPhone, got a Lightning cable, the USB-C to Lightning cable, and you got a SIM eject pin, and that's it. If the replacement comes with a price, I hope that the quality will be better, or maybe somewhere on par with wired earphones, or just maybe that I am cheap who felt that AirPods is actually expensive. I don't know, tell me in the comments. A gaming laptop, just don't get me started. MacBook wasn't a gaming laptop in all aspects. Good luck playing your AAA titles with high ultra settings because it just won't run as smooth. For the casual games or gamer, yes, but it's certainly not a full-fledged device. But don't get me wrong, MacBook is a great laptop with great screen, good brightness, good trackpad, and a great battery. But that isn't what you're looking for in a gaming laptop. So what do gamers look in a gaming laptop? We're talking about a high FPS, a high refresh rate screen. Standard for the gaming laptop is probably around 120 or 144 Hz display. For games like CSGO, which is very important, you don't play games like CSGO with a 60 Hz screen and expect to win. And we got a GPU to render your screen and animation. If you compare MacBook to virtually every single gaming laptop in the market, it wouldn't able to play games like Shadow of Tomb Raider with ultra settings because it just wouldn't be possible. And if you're on RGB hype, better off with a Windows laptop equivalent. And oh yeah, if you consider boot camp on MacBook, or in this case iMac, and paying like $3,000, why just not looking into device like maybe MSI, Asus ROG, or even similarly overpriced Razer Blade? that somehow deliver. And at the meantime, gaming just wasn't in Apple DNA. At least not yet. Like, even you can spend a like what I mentioned, Razer Blade, yeah, at its price point is quite expensive for a gaming device, but if you compare it apple to apple, it's better off getting a Razer Blade for gaming experience after all. And if you consider a boot camp on Mac, seriously, after spending 2,000, maybe 2.4 grand, 2.5 grand, well, just don't hold your wallets. I'm also getting news that Mac Silicon is probably the best thing Apple has to offer for the gamers. Well, you might say, yeah, I'm buying a MacBook for design, and for Mac OS, the simplicity of Mac OS is worth paying an extra bucks. But for gamers, spec to spec wise, it's better you get something better off than a MacBook or an iMac or whatever it is. There's also rumors stating that Apple will release a gaming notebook soon, but $5,000? Are you kidding me? What? I don't know, maybe Apple able to hit it off with a $5,000 price tag. If it was a laptop, then it's fine, but it's never on Apple DNA. Probably you're talking about the aesthetic, you're talking about the design. This gaming device is just not in Apple's DNA. But well, it's just rumors. Probably Apple will still stick on being targeted to content creators, because at this moment it's hard to say Apple go for a gaming device, given the sales of iPhone has plateaued. So that is logical for Apple to actually go into other segment. But the thing is, does it suit their corporate identity? I don't know. I guess we have to wait to find out. Before I wrap it up, there's things I would love to add. Apple is used to known as a company that's first that came out with a revolutionary product or features. You guys remember this? Apple was first to release an iPod M3 device with a trackpad that is way ahead of the competition that featured Microsoft Zune and other crappy MP3 players out there. But now, the innovation that's visibly absent from Apple, and Apple has been taking less risks. I'm not saying that it's actually Tim Cook's fault, but of course it's hard to compete with Apple brand recognition. But why does Apple always last to introduce all those new features and first to remove the essential features, when Apple used to be the brand that would include the first in the line industry features that wasn't seen by the consumers? Will Apple be in deep trouble? Probably not. But why does features like wireless charging, OLED, a wide-angle camera has to be introduced years after other brands has already included on their device? Why, Apple? Why? Yes, I knew that Apple is known for shipping good quality products. Like what Steve Jobs said, they don't ship a crappy product. But 1 or 2 years on average slower than the competitors is unacceptable at any levels. I was really hoping Apple would take more risk and taking market share from the competition, because Apple was the brand I grew up with. Period. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more content like this. Peace.